Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. Is something wrong here? Look at this chart. Look at this XRP 7-day chart on Live Coin Watch. Remember the good old days 4 days ago when XRP in roughly an hour increased by close to 20% from somewhere in the neighborhood of 62 cents, ultimately getting up to a little over 74 cents. Those are good times, weren't they? Oh, the memories. I'll never forget it. And of course, since then, has trended down to the point where it's actually, at the time I'm recording this, about the same price, 62.8 cents. And so I'm seeing people do what they do, because people going to people, and they're just screaming all over the internet, in particular social media platform X. Something is wrong with XRP. See, it's proof it's never going to go. Well, here's the deal. If you think that this is evidence of such, you're mistaken. That is not what this means. This is regular volatility, and I say regular, keep in mind, normally XRP doesn't go up in an hour over 20%, but in a bull market, it's a bit more regular. It is. But if you think that this is some sort of indication that something's wrong, if you think that XRP not going to run to a new all-time high based on just this little bit here, if it's making you feel a little bit down, I just got to share with you guys, like, I possess knowledge that proves unequivocally that this is absolutely not true. In fact, XRP it's behaving well within historical norms, and those norms destroy people emotionally. The typical person has a very tough time holding XRP over a long period of time, which is why they don't. So many people panic sell, they get out there, like, this is a crap coin, it trades, and then of course, in those rare instances where it pumps, because they are few and far between, that's just how it goes, they miss out, and then XRP melts faces. That's how it's been historically. And I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by this, because this has been the case since the beginning of time. And we'll also touch a little bit on what's going on today, because most recent price action, it has been led by Bitcoin. But before going any further, I do want to be clear, I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice. And you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. At the time I'm recording this video, it's 4:34 p.m. Central Time. What the hell day is it? Friday. Oh, of course it's Friday. How could I forget that? Friday, March 15th, 2024, XRP, 62.9 cents now. Bitcoin, $68,193. Market cap for the asset class, 2.6 trillion. Crypto Fear and Greed Index, 83 out of 100. Doesn't update again for another 2 hours and 25 minutes. It'll be interesting to see how much lower. I mean, I'm assuming it's going to go lower. Still extreme greed, though. So that tells you something. So it's not that everybody's screaming bloody murder, but there are a lot of very noisy people on the internet, which frankly is historically a good sign, because when everybody believes, no, it's never going to stop moving to the upside, that's actually the moment it's time to panic. That is one of the indicators, actually. It really, truly is. Take a look at the XRP price chart here. I pulled up on TradingView. I think I had the date range set at August 6th, which was more or less the first date, August 5th, somewhere around there. It's the beginning of August 2013, okay? Because that's when data for trading of XRP began being tracked. So a little over a decade ago. And then it ends, I just arbitrarily picked an end date, a little less than 2 years later. It's, middle part of May 2015. And I'm highlighting this to make point. And I could literally, what I'm about to show you, I could go through year by year and show you endless examples of what I'm going to show you. And whether you like it or not is immaterial. I'm telling you that this is just how XRP behaves. Most of what it is to hold XRP is to be moving sideways or down. In fact, most months that XRP has existed, if you guess whether or not a given month with no additional information, is this month going to be up for XRP in price against the dollar or down in price against the dollar? If you guess it's going to be down, you'd be right most of the time. That's just a fact. Going back over a decade. And the reason that XRP is still in the top 10 cryptos by market cap is because when it goes, it melts faces. And so again, either you have exposure when this happens or you don't. But look at this. So let's just pick a point in time. This is a huge run. So we'll say, what do we got here? Let's just say November 19th, 2013. XRP on that date, November 19th, 2013, was worth about half a penny. Half a penny for one XRP. November 19th. Now, look at how high it ran. Ran up to over 6 cents. That is roughly a 12-fold increase, and it happened from November 19th to December 5th, it hit that peak at over 6 cents. That's a 12-fold increase is monstrous. I understand that 6 cents for XRP doesn't sound high. Forget that. The multiple is what matters. Imagine a 12-fold increase from the current price of XRP. You'd be pretty happy, wouldn't you? So this must have been mind-blowing, right? And XRP hadn't been trading very long. And it just moved back to the downside. It wasn't long before it got right back down to that mark at the half a penny. In fact, it happened, let's see, April 13th. By April 13th, it was back down to about half a penny. And it got even worse, though. In fact, it got down to about 0.2 of a penny on July 14th. July 7th, 2014. And it had been that low before it had that big rally, like in the first few days that the trading was being tracked. If you go to August 16th, 2013, it was about 0.2 of a penny. August 16th, 2013. So this happening, and again, this is the very beginning of the history of XRP, and I'm not cherry picking. Pick a calendar year, and I will show you that this happens again and again and again, and even over shorter time frames. In fact, if you look at this, here's September 26, 2013. XRP, 1 penny roughly. Okay, September 26th. Then it jumps up to, let's see, about close to 1.5 cents, maybe a hair shy of that, by September 28th. But then you go a couple days later, let's see here, 1 penny on September 30th. So like over a 4-day time span, from a penny to almost a penny and a half, back down to a penny. Like this, you can cherry pick data from any point to make it look bad. So like you can cherry pick what just happened over the last 4 days and be like, see, Bitcoin went up and then XRP, but then XRP went back down, and you can do all the crying stuff that I see on the internet, but it doesn't do you any damn good, because data is data. And I'm telling you, whatever your emotions are, don't matter. The data matters. So do you think that XRP is going to continue acting like it has been acting, or do you not think it's going to continue acting like it has been acting? Because I think it's just going to keep going and doing exactly what it's... I don't see a damn thing that's wrong. And then you can see here, XRP, call it, November 20th, 2014, is worth about 0.6 of a penny. Call it half a penny to 0.6 of a penny. November 20th, right around there. Jumps up to 2.8 cents, monstrous move on December 19th, and then just craters on down. By the middle of May 2015, it's back down to about 0.6 of a penny, half a penny, right around there. So did that mean that XRP was never going to go in the future? And again, this is the very beginning of XRP. The history is replete with examples like this. And the data just proves it. Like, again, the fact that most months are down rather than up, but XRP is still number 6 in market cap, that's only possible because it tortures people consistently year after year after year after year over very long periods of time. But then, for brief moments, you get rewarded to a greater degree than pretty much any holder in crypto. That's historically what it's been. That's what it is. It's like, that's what we're signed up for. Now, whether you knew it or not, that's what you're signed up for. Historically speaking, that's what we should expect, historically speaking. Now, nobody knows for sure what's going to happen for price action, and I'm not pretending to, and I'm not making some sort of price prediction, but my expectation is that XRP is going to keep doing what it's been doing for over a decade now. Why would it just stop doing it? That doesn't compute. That does not make sense. I believe it's just going to keep moving to the upside. And it's the same thing. And I don't even need to pull up more charts for the purposes of this video, but I mean, think about what happened. What happened in 2017? It's the same story. It moves up, and then it's back to where it was, and it's just people losing their ever-loving minds. Like, okay, so yeah, I mean, and that happened in 2020. I mean, in fact, XRP, when it went from about 20-something cents to over 80 cents in, either late October, early November 2020, went up to over 80 cents, and then back down to like 17 cents. But then it went to $2. Like, do you see the point I'm making? And yes, it's, I think it would have hit a new all-time high if not for the SEC, so there is that wrench in the works. But still, it keeps behaving very consistently. Whatever I don't pretend to know. I'm just sharing with you data and perspective. And I've been holding XRP over 6 years. I've never sold a single XRP. I'm well aware of how XRP behaves. People have tremendous trouble managing their emotions. But this is just how it is. Here's a post from analyst Nagato. He wrote, "Look how negative the overall market sentiment gets during a normal correction on Bitcoin after a parabolic move to the upside. And someone is saying that we are already at the euphoria stage. Hilarious. This is exactly what I want to say. See, yeah, exactly. And so that's because when you get to the euphoria stage, you don't see anybody scared. That's when you should be scared, though. When everybody else is not scared, it's like, guys, you all greedy AF, man. Like, in euphoria mode. That's what that marks tops that sentiment here. And then there's this from chart analyst Nick Crypto Crusader. He reposted that and said, very solid point. Majority of the space is still anticipating a March 2020 crash or worse. They can't grasp the idea of us front-running the halving, which we already did, and continuing into the end of 2024. I couldn't be more bullish on this market in the short term, which I think is a pretty fair point. Here's a post from chart analyst Jelly, wrote, Bitcoin pulls back 8%. Crypto Twitter, unironically, says, quote, it's as though this is what they'd be saying. Yep, that's it, $12,000 next. And that's about right. Some people never learn. Now, he's sharing this chart, and if you can look at it, if you're not looking at your screen already, I encourage you to take a look. It's going back to 2016. Look at all these price corrections during bull runs. Look at this. There were, 7 pullbacks over 30% in the bull run that ended up winding up in 2018. So look at 2016 into 2017. 7 of them. Then you can look at the last market cycle. There were, looks like the volatility gets reduced every market cycle. I mean, it tends to go that direction anyway. So you look at 2020, going into 2021, there were 4 pullbacks. 23%, 32%, 15%, and down 23%. And then there's another one actually a little bit later in the year, down 26%. Okay. 2023, down 22%, down 20%, down 22%, another down 22%. And then this one, at the time he posted this, negative 15% inside this candle. Okay. People are flipping out. It's the end of the world. Again, it's history. It either repeating or just like very closely rhyming with itself. It's about the same thing. That's just what's happening. So that's what's happening with Bitcoin. That's what's happening with XRP. And if you think money's not going to flow into XRP, you better articulate with like logic, reason, and data why we shouldn't suppose that's what's most probable, though admittedly not guaranteed. Seriously, bring me the argument. Use logic, data, and reason. Bring it to me. Why is it more probable that XRP won't? Because the people that think that it's just not going to, and I see them bitching and moaning on the internet, it's because they're looking at short-term price action, but that doesn't paint the picture of how XRP has behaved for over a decade. It doesn't make sense. Here's a post from chart analyst Credible Crypto, and this is at 11:04 p.m. Central Time last night. Didn't get that push higher, and instead it looks like, you're talking about Bitcoin here, instead it looks like this is the drop we've been looking for playing out now. Note that this recent drop has wiped most of our built-up open interest, but we still have a bit more room to go before hitting the baseline, so we could go lower to the green zone I marked off in the quoted tweet below at $63,000 to $64,000. This would be a logical place to expect a bounce/reversal if we get it along with a wipe of the remaining built-up open interest. And so, again, he's saying in that post, Bitcoin maybe goes to $63,000, $64,000. It might. He shared this post this morning, so this is an update. He wrote, funding nuked per premium at lowest levels in a while. Open interest almost completely reset and back to baseline. These are bottom things, folks. Slightly front ran the $63,000 to $64,000 zone, but if bottom isn't already in, it's damn close, in my opinion. And so he thinks that what's most probable is we're about at the bottom, even if not exactly. Maybe it goes a little bit lower. Who knows? Maybe we'll see that in the next day or two. Who knows? But he's not anticipating a more massive drop. So take that for what it's worth. And chart analyst Blunt, who's very popular, over 248,000 followers on X now, he responded to that post simply with a little handshake emoji, indicating, of course, that he agrees. He thinks that makes sense. So that's what we're working with here. So is something wrong, as I asked at the beginning of the video? No, hell no, something's not wrong. This is no. Show me what is different. What is different with the price of XRP? I understand XRP dropped to 60 cents within the last 24 hours. So what? I mean, what's some more proof? Here's a 24-hour chart for XRP. Here's a 24-hour chart for Bitcoin. Let me just flip between the two. Do these look samey? Does it look like XRP is no longer moving in tandem with Bitcoin, which leads the market? Or does it look like it's moving in tandem with Bitcoin, which leads the market? Which is it? Do you have your answer in? Do you need to phone a friend? Poll the audience? It's the same damn chart. Look at this. Come on, folks. It's the same damn chart. That's because it's moving into nothing is different in this regard. It just is. It does not make sense to be fearful. That's my opinion. So you do whatever you want. I'm not telling you what to do with your own money. I would never presume to do that. I'm just telling you what my opinions are. This is my YouTube channel, damn it, and I do what I want. But that's what this is what makes sense. You should, in fact, if this weren't happening, XRP moving up to whatever degree and then going right back to where it were, like, then I'd be like, what the hell's wrong? Like, I'd be like, this is different, you know? But still, the neat thing about that, even though you can find tons of instances where this happens, where XRP goes up and then right back down to about where it was in fairly short order, even though the history, again, like I said, replete with examples of this, over a decade of examples of this. Even though that's true, as the market trends up, XRP still does. It just does. It's a statement of fact. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because if anything I say are right, that would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.